What's going on now, Flyers Nations? Well, I wouldn't have expected the Flyers to beat the Rangers at today, but I'll try to get to that too. But I'm going to see if I can try to cover everything before I cover the before today's Flyers game against the Rangers. But it's been over a week since I did my Flyers video. Flyers uh, last weekend the Flyers lost to the Islanders, which was 6-1. Then they lost again. It was at Nassau Coliseum when when the Flyers lost in regulation. The Flyers lost in overtime, but they still got a point, and 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 then it was like 4-3, and then the Flyers lost to the Rangers 8-3, and then the Flyers actually found a way to beat the Rangers 2-1. But of course, as we all know, Zibanejad owns the Flyers for the Rangers. I knew damn right well that Zibanejad was going to score a hat trick against the Flyers the other night, and Bonovich, I think his last name, I forget how to say his last name, but he scored. Strome and and uh, and and Panarin either got a goal or an assist, but but we all know what a disaster that was last week when the Flyers lost 9-0. Gee whiz! But that game was so hard to watch, as everybody knows. But the Flyer, Flyers did get a win today at 2-1. I didn't think the Flyers were going to win that game. You know, defense still sucks. Power play was a little better. They had opportunities to score in the power play, and they had a two man advantage. And but of course, Zibanejad scored first for the Rangers, made it 1-0. Um, then Kevin Hayes finally tied it up at one apiece, and then we don't want to forget Sam Morin scored his first goal as a Flyers, and not only that, he scored his first career NHL goal today. And but that was a treat. That was a treat. That was pretty sweet. But I'm glad to see the Flyers won, but they still have a whole hell of a lot of work to do. Okay, if they want to make the playoffs, they have to work. Which I don't think they are. I still don't think the Flyers are going to make the playoffs, but they have to work. They have to work hard if they want to get in there. And the Boston Bruins won today, so it doesn't matter. But I don't think I don't think the Flyers. I still don't think the Flyers are going to make the playoffs this year. but they do have an easier game coming up against the Buffalo Sabres. You know, you know, ultimately they have to win that game, which the Flyers should be able to win that game against Buffalo. I mean, they should, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose. But Buffalo hasn't been good at all either. But the Flyer but Flyers but the Flyers play Buffalo Monday and Wednesday, and then looks like the Flyers Devils game might be postponed April 1st for whatever reason. I'm not sure. And then the Flyers play against the Islanders on Saturday, April 3rd. They go back to Nassau Coliseum. But I'll have to look at the schedule again just to make sure. But they have 2 games against Buffalo. But, I mean, but congratulations to Sam Morin. But but the Flyers still need a lot of work to do. They have a lot of holes to fill. I mean, they for the past few games that when they lost 4 in a row, they the last 3-4 games they've the lack of laziness. They've been real sloppy. It gets to the point where they don't care, and that's pretty sad. And Carter Hart hasn't been all that great at this year either. But I don't blame all of it on Carter Hart, but a little bit I do. But it's a defense that sucks. Gossa Spear has been garbage, and so has Gustafson. Gustafson has been total garbage all year. He's he's been he's been he's been he's been awful. And the Giroux and Voraceks haven't been that great either. And it's a shame. You know, the Flyers haven't been good as everybody says they were going to be, and they're not a playoff team this year. I hate to say it, but you know I'm tired of hearing excuses from them, and I'm getting tired of hearing excuses from the players from the Flyers, and 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 you know what, and they come up with every excuse in the book why they lost or haven't played well. And I listened, and this morning I was listening to local sports talk, and I listen to them every weekend. They're great. You hear Ray Didinger. I know he's a big football fan, but he likes the Flyers. But Glenn Macnow, he's a diehard hockey fan. So uh, he's been a diehard hockey fan longer since I've been a fan. He's been a Buffalo Sabres fan first because he's from Buffalo, but he's a diehard Flyers fan, and he said it very well that the Flyers have been horrible, and he said that they've been hard to watch, and he's right. He's right, and he knows what he knows what he's talking about when it comes to hockey. They, they just been terrible, and I have to say that ever since Matt Nissigan and Tyler Pitlick has been gone, ever since ever since ever since Nissigan and Tyler Pitlick have have are gone. Matt Nissigan, he retired. He retired for playing hockey, and Tyler Pitlick got traded to either the Arizona Coyotes or the Edmonton Oilers. Ever since ever since those guys left, the Flyers haven't been the same. And defense has been hurting without Matt Nissigan. And then you got to deal with these bums with like Gustafson and Gossespear. They're both bums that they don't really do anything right. And of course, COVID is part of it too. COVID has something to do with it, but I don't. But I don't blame all of it on Alain Vigneault. I mean, he's still a great coach, but I don't want to see Alain Vigneault get fired. I think he'll get another shot at coaching next year for the Flyers if they don't make the playoffs, which they won't. Okay, Chuck Fletcher has to have a game plan. Chuck Fletcher has to have he has to make tough decisions come April 12th for the trade deadline. But do I think Chuck Fletcher can be another Matt Klintak or Howie Roseman? I sure hope not. But I mean, I think he's still a good GM. But yeah, he has to make a tough decision. I don't know if we'll get Ekblom or not from Nashville. But if we do, that's good. But if not, what can you do? I've said this to you about 7 years ago that I would like to have Shea Weber and Ryan Suter, but it would have been nice if we got these guys, back in 2013 or 14, but we didn't get them. But we still had I think we had Ron Hextall at the time as the GM, but I mean I don't want them now. I mean we're 7 years too late. I don't want I think Shea Weber is doing better for Montreal, if my memory serves me correctly, and Ryan Suter's doing just as well in Minnesota. But I also want to say congratulations to my boy Johnny Gaudreau, who's playing his 500th career game tonight for the Calgary Flames. They are on tonight on the NHL Network against the Winnipeg Jets. And I was watching the Lehigh Valley Phantoms game earlier. They beat the Binghamton Devils, which are the farm team of the New Jersey Devils. Congratulations to the Lehigh Valley Phantoms won, and also congratulations to Scott Gordon, who won his 399 career wins, and their next game is Wednesday, I believe. I think they play the Hershey Bears, but if they win, he will get his 400th career win as the AHL head coach for the Phantoms. But I'm hoping I still get to go to the Phantoms game with Neil, aka Mighty Fan. I'm going to get in touch with my ticket sales rep to find out what's going on. But if not, then next year. But I did watch the Villanova game today. They lost to Baylor. And then you have the Sixers game tonight at 10 o'clock against the Clippers. But anyhow, that's about do it for me. I'm already 16 plus minutes in my video, but I had a lot to say. I want to make sure I covered everything, but if I didn't cover everything, I apologize. You know, just a lot to talk about, and I want to make sure I got everything covered. All right, but anyhow, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. As always, if you like my video, if you like this video, please make sure you smash the like button on this video. Click as many likes as you possibly can, and hit the subscribe button, and so you can get any contents on here. And feel free to send me a comment, but make sure you smash the like button. And also, when you go out to stores, don't forget to mask up when you go out. And stay safe, everybody. And I'll see you all in my next video. You take care. Take care, everybody, and make sure you stay safe. And yeah. We shall see what the Flyers do, but they have a tough road ahead of them. I'm still not as optimistic as I want to be for the Flyers. But you know, who knows? Stranger things can happen. But I'm not holding my breath for the Flyers. But I am still going to watch every game for the Flyers. I'm still going to watch every Flyers game on TV. Because that's what real Flyers fans do. I've been a Flyers fan since the early '90s, and I'm still going to continue to watch it. And we know that the Flyers haven't won the Stanley Cup in 46 years, and they're not a playoff team in my mind. But you take care, But I hope everybody stays safe, and I'll see you all in my next video. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.